Good morning, traders. Welcome to the StockCast. My name is Todd Derby, along with my co-host James Mason. We're in the World Series champion Atlanta Braves hat. Good morning, James. How are you?
Todd, good morning. I'm doing well. How are you?
Good. I'm going to say yesterday you crushed it with the technical analysis of PPSI. You called it out for the shorts early on, and you called it out for the potential breakout. That crushed it, and I heard it from several members that were super stoked. They're like, that's awesome. Good job.
Appreciate it. Thank you. You know, it's what I do.
It is what you do. And I don't think people realize just how good you do at what you do, but good, awesome job.
Like I literally some days I just wake up and I just piss excellence.
I thought you were going to say awesome or not excellent, but that is true. I've never witnessed it. I only see the after effect, but good job. And you know, if Alana comes by, you can just put your excellence on display when she brings you your Starbucks.
What, and pee on everybody?
No. Oh. How awesome
Alana! You said put it on everybody. All right, let's get into it. All right, so Dow futures are currently down negative 50 points. S&P 500 futures are positive 2 points, and I would like to say that the market's probably going to be bearish today, but good Lord, this market will literally like whip down, go red, and then create an all-time high. So the market's going to either be green or red today. I just have a feeling. I won't be wrong.
James, let me tell you something. That's like saying when you flip the coin, it's going to be heads or tails.
Yeah. I'm going to be right.
You'll be right 99.99%.
Exactly, yeah. Ron Stahl, thank you for the tip, sir. All right, so let's go ahead and get into it. I'm going to share my screen. All right, everyone. So the EV craze is, well, not that it really like died off. It kind of chilled out there for a little bit, but EV craze is going right back and strong already. And as you probably know by now, Naked Brand Group is in a acquisition talk with another company, a German company, I believe, to buy them out and honestly just like merge them in. It's always a lot cheaper to do like a reverse merger instead of a full-blown IPO. And that is pretty much what is taking place right now. And well, not right now, as in this period in time. So the deal is supposed to be complete by the end of the year, and we're talking about ticker NAKD. Now, I do hold a position here in this stock. I have honestly, I don't even care about my average. My average is 93 cents, and I plan to just hold this longer term. Not that I believe in the Naked Brand Group company, because I don't. I won't lie to you about that. I don't at all. The company Naked Brand has always just sucked as a company. If I'm just going to be honest here. So they've always just sucked as a company, but the other company that they bought out, I'm trying to remember the name of them. Centro, I think, something like that. Apparently they're a pretty solid EV company, and I mean, they're legitimate. It's not any smoke and mirrors or anything like that. So this is, well, honestly, it's not even really that they bought them out. They actually didn't. It's pretty much just a reverse merger. That company wanted to IPO. It's just cheaper to reverse merge, and Naked Brand, their board of directors were probably just looking for a way out since they really don't have a company. And this is just what happens. So long term, what I will kind of expect to see with ticker NAKD, once this gets completely finalized, I would not be surprised to see a ticker change. And it's possible that they may restructure the company. And I say that, and again, this is just speculation. I say that because NAKD already has 906.5 million shares outstanding. So this company may necessarily, not want that many shares out in the market, or they may want more shares on the market. It will just all depend on the restructuring. Now, I highly doubt they would ever restructure it with more shares on the market because they can't afford to be under $1. So
True.
If anything, they would probably, really just consolidate the shares overall. But again, guys, that's just speculation. I mean, I'm just talking about like different scenarios that could take place, and I don't know what they're doing. So we'll just have to see what they do long term. And I feel like with this being a legitimate EV company who's just wanting to get onto the market, I feel like this could stand for great potential, especially being under $1. I mean, hell, Nikola, and I'm trying to think of the other ones that were kind of like scams. But Nikola, NK, LA, they freaking ran up to $100 a share. Now they did only have 400 million shares outstanding on the market, but still, they didn't even have a product, not a product at all. So this is why I'm bullish on currently ticker NAKD. And again, I do expect them to do a ticker change in the future here. I mean, you can't. Where else are you going to buy a EV stock for 90 cents a share? Nowhere.
True. And with the latest infrastructure bill, EV is going to be a hot ticket. So it's probably a minimal. I think S-John put it in the comments. The risk reward is pretty good. There's minimal risk, downward risk, and great upward potential.
Yeah. I'm kind of right now. This is just kind of speculation. And I'll put it on the daily chart. So when looking at these like charts and you see like these large PPS values, like this stock was never worth $364 or $1,100. It never was. These are just adjusted stock prices when you look at a chart. And if you look closely, you can see this little orange tab right there. That's for a stock split. And here's another one in the past. And so with those splits, it just adjusts that stock price. So what you have to do is try to calculate like where their IPO price was. And that information can be hard to obtain at times as well. But in my opinion, the easiest way to figure out like what these prices should have naturally have been is just to, reverse engineer the math on it. So this one was a 1 to 100 split, and then this one back here was a 1 to 5. So take the current price, reverse the math, and you can kind of start figuring out what the original prices were. Now, with that being said, just as I was running some calculations last night, honestly, with this being a legitimate company that actually manufactures, not just talking about a product and design prototype, but a company that actually manufactures and has a established product line already out in the market with people driving their vehicles. In my opinion, and this is only my opinion, I believe for me that this will be like a 2-year hold, and I'll be looking for a target price of around $21 a share. So in my opinion, I think a hypothetically, if it would reach $21 in 2 years, or even if it does it sooner, or hell, even if it does it to $5, that's still a pretty daggone good investment. And you can't complain with that. So, yeah, that's what I'm looking at for ticker NAKD. So, Todd, did you have another one you wanted to talk about?
Yeah, I traded this morning EVGO, EVGO. I did a small little scalp this morning, and it's been consolidating over the last hour plus, and it hasn't really had a strong pullback yet. I think there may be some potentials with EVGO.
Interesting. So now we are a ways off from breaking their all-time highs at around 24.40. But if and when the day comes that we do break above that 24.40, this one could potentially make a very powerful move. Hold on a second. I'm going to look up some information here. Oh, wow. So they only have 68.7 million shares outstanding on the market. So very, very small share structure. I do like the PPS value. Now, I've traded this company before, but I really can't remember all the fine details of it. Now, as for today, let me see. So as for today, I just definitely wait for the break above the highs of the pre-market. But I do just kind of feel like this is gonna bleed off. And the reason why I say that is, I mean, we do have a lot of people in the green here, and I would have kind of expected a lot of these guys who are holding bags to have started getting out. But this gap up from yesterday, that's pretty significant. So this one could kind of chop around up here, but I do kind of expect it to go red and to kind of fill this gap right in here. So that's what I'm going to look for today with EVGO.
What's the gap? I can't tell in your charts. I can see your chart, but it's small.
Okay. So the gap is going to be between 1770 down to yesterday's closing right around 1343. Okay. Now, I don't think it's going to bleed off down to 1343. I would say it's probably going to come down to yesterday's highs, probably around 1440, somewhere in there. That's what I would look for, at least.
Yeah, so I bought some short locates this morning for that already. I did a quick scalp in the pre-market for a long position. Bought around the 1690, 17, and sold at 1750. And then I'm looking for a opening market pop. And if it does breaks over 1840, 1850 in that zone, I'll start scaling in for a small short position and look for that breakdown as you just described.
So when talking in terms of like shorting like EVGO with their share structure being so low, that's the stuff that scares me. Well, no, it doesn't scare me. I'm just it's just figure of speech. But that's the stuff that concerns me about like trying to short some of these active pre-market runners. EVGO, and again, I haven't like dug into their news or whatever, but they're a real company, for sure. But besides just being a real company, I mean, they have real news, and there's a reason why this thing moved up like this. With that share structure being so small, and that the PPS value being so attractive for institutional traders, in my opinion, this is just one of those trades that when you start to short it, it can only be a small position size. Because this is the last thing that you want to jump in and try to short it and it go against you. And then next thing you know, this thing is sitting at $60 a share.
Yeah, I only located 10,000 shares, so I'm good.
What's crazy, Todd, is we know people that like 10,000 shares short in something of this value would just be like pennies to them.
Well, you're right. The 10,000 shares might be less than their opening entry.
Yeah.
That's
like the main person we're probably talking about. They probably, I mean, hell, they probably spend 5 figures a day in commissions.
they would, no doubt. The person we're talking about probably would probably buy 100,000 shares of this to start with, and they would make an entry of 25,000 shares on their opening valley. Maybe 40,000. It could be, yeah.
Yeah, deep pockets.
Yeah, to full disclosure, I've located 1,500 shares, and that's because I get a daily credit from my broker where I can buy so many. I get it free. So 1,500 shares only cost me $3 today. So that's why I did 1,500.
Yeah. So let's see. I'm just going through the comments right now. See what everyone is saying. Oh, let's see. We got 10 minutes. Let's take a quick look at ticker NNDM. It's been a while since I looked at this stock right here.
Yeah.
As you can see, I have some very old trend lines. Man, this company. Hey, I'll be the first to say that like last year when I was trading this ticker, I mean, I trade in both directions and just make petty change, whatever it would be. But I was very surprised when this thing actually did take off running. I could not believe it. And the reason why is this company is all about some freaking offerings. I mean, it was so bad that they were literally doing an offering like every 6 weeks. And they still went up. So can't fault them on
Get
that.
away with it. That's just thievery to do an offering that many times.
Man, it's just, listen, if you guys want to get rich in the stock market, you have to have a company that actually has a product, but IPO that thing and just keep selling damn shares. Which brings me to an announcement that we'll be, IPOing early next year, and I'm just kidding. I wish. Actually, no. I don't wish. It'd be cool in its own way, but yeah, we'd be held to all kind of regulations, and
we talk about the pros and cons of IPOing and holding public stock and all the headaches that we'd have to deal with.
Yeah, it's not really worth it. Okay, so for ticker NNDM, if I was going to look to go long on this company, and I wouldn't ever again, I would look and wait for it to break above 652 right here on this old trend line, and that would give us a nice little channel up to about 932. Let's see. Yeah. So you guys can see just this daily chart right here, and you can see that old trend line. But breaking above 652 and a overall target of 932. And again, it might be a little stretch of going up to 932, but still, I mean, I believe that there could be some nice profits in here. But I just don't like the company. Don't like them. They have 200 and we'll round it up to 257 million shares outstanding. I'm actually surprised it's that low. I feel like it should be like 2.5 billion with as many offerings they've done. But hey, it's working for them. All right.
Just saw news real quick. We got about less than 6 minutes. Hertz is going to open back up on the market on the NASDAQ today. They're going to start trading, and they were selling shares at $29 a share. Remember we were trading that in the bankruptcy for like $1.80, $1.50?
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
You know, it is so crazy that these companies can run themselves into the ground and then turn around and get bailed out and then come back larger than life.
And they, like sheep, they just race in there.
Yeah. You know, back when we were talking about trading it in those price ranges, everybody was like, man, Hertz is such a crap company. And they still are. Nothing has changed with Hertz. They were like, oh, this is such a crap company. People are losing money hand over fist. And now so many people just like, oh yeah, Hertz, Tesla. Like, come on. Like, it's still the same company. They still suck. So yeah, that's my opinion. All right. So let's go and wrap this up today. As always, guys, remember, trade safe, trade smart, and we will catch y'all in the next one.
Thanks, guys. Have a good day.